I am back doing things a little bit differently. I just wanted to update you guys on some of the changes coming to my content in the future. As some of you may know, I have been posting political commentary videos on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for the past 3 years. Within the next couple of weeks, I am also going to start posting on Rumble. So if that's where you go to get your political content, definitely look me up and give me a follow. That would be awesome. The biggest platform I have right now is on TikTok in terms of how many followers I have. So I would love to be able to close the gap with my YouTube page. If you guys follow me on TikTok, if you follow me on Instagram or Rumble, there will be links to my YouTube page in my profile. Follow that link, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. Something new I want to do for you guys. If you guys have any questions for me, whether it's political, cultural, or just want my point of view on a particular topic, throw that question down in the comment section and I will try to respond to you as soon as I possibly can. I would love to be able to do that for you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and enjoy the content coming your way. The Israel-Palestine conflict can be broken down into many different talking points. And the easiest way for me to explain this is for you to imagine the conflict as a tree. And at the center of the tree, you have the Israel-Palestine conflict 2023. I know that's not the beginning of the conflict, but it is what is most recent in everybody's mind. And like a tree, it goes up and it splits off into various different branches. You have the pro-Israel branch, you have the pro-Palestine branch, you have the two-state solution branch, and various different other branches that go through the lengthy conflict of Israel and Palestine and various different other conflicts that they have been a part of throughout history. As for the pro-Palestine branch, and I've said this before, it doesn't seem to be about obtaining a certain piece of land. When you observe the nature of the October 7th attacks and the tactics that were used, along with the following propaganda, it seems to be more about Jew hatred than anything else. And I think that should be the primary observation. There is, however, a secondary hatred buried within the branches of the Palestinian movement. And that is the hatred of the West and Western values. Ever since Israel declared its independence in the late 1940s, they have been America's most consistent ally. And whether it's because of the Judeo-Christian values that we share, or because of the more liberal stance that Israel has taken compared to the rest of the Middle East, they have been labeled a beacon of Western values. Now, I think it's important to point out that there are a wide variety of different philosophies in the Middle East when it comes to the way they run their government or how their culture is formed. You have monarchies, you have a collection of monarchies, you have theocracies, parliamentary republics, democracies, authoritarian regimes, you have bicameral legislatures, republics, you have the Palestinian Authority, and you also have Islamic republics as well. So you have a wide variety of different governments, you have a wide variety of different cultures and different economies, along with different standards of living and different points of view. Guess which one people want to wipe off the face of the planet? It just happens to be the one that shares common values with the West. I don't think that this is a coincidence. Israel has been able to reach a level of freedom and prosperity that many Arab states have failed to reach, a level that resembles what is taking place in the West, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. All you have to do is make some very basic observations of Israel, and you will recognize that they have been able to accomplish something that some of the surrounding countries have not been able to accomplish. Because Israel has taken a different path, they stand in the way of what radical groups like Hamas want to accomplish. And Hamas views this as an unjust infiltration of values. And this is actually similar to one of the critiques that Osama bin Laden had of America. One of the reasons why Osama bin Laden believed that America, along with Israel, needed to be dismantled was because our values, our culture, our way of living, our laws did not line up with Sharia law. Oddly enough, you currently have TikTok trends where people are glorifying Osama bin Laden's manifesto and buying into the idea that he was right, buying into the idea that he was correct, and by extension, that Hamas was correct. Like bin Laden, the people who buy into these ideas, they despise our values. They despise our success. They despise what we have been able to accomplish in the West and what Israel has been able to accomplish as well. And all of this comes at a very crucial time for America, as we ourselves, along with people throughout the world, try to criticize us out of existence. This anti-West sentiment comes from without and from within. So the question is, why do people still find themselves living in Western countries? Well, it probably has something to do with the fact that here you can experience a relative amount of peace and prosperity, and also simultaneously despise the values that gave birth to that peace and prosperity in the first place. One thing that I noticed immediately after the October 7th attacks is that as soon as the attacks happened, you had Israeli citizens and reservists catch the next flight back home so they can help protect their country and protect their family. You also had farmers and doctors from the US and from Europe go to Israel to help the people recover from the attacks. Nobody, whether it is the Palestinian immigrants or the pro-Hamas sympathizers in the West, nobody is catching the next flight out to the Gaza Strip to help them fight their war. And that would be because that would mean you would actually have to live there, and that would freaking suck. And everybody knows it would freaking suck. And despite all of their criticism, I think it's obvious that they would much rather be here enjoying what America and other Western countries can provide